Hey guys, King Empire here with another episode of Road to Top 100 in Uber's Tire. Um, so here, team are using Bandit Ho plus Fairy CS. And create a team showcase, link will be in the description. So we should be good to go. Ubers, here we go. Um, actually, I did some laddering. I actually recorded it, but I deleted the recording by accident. Before we were 6-1, now we're 14-3. Um, so that sucks. I'm really mad about one of those losses. The two losses that you guys didn't see, one was Baton Pass, which just pissed me off when I left, and the other one I got hacks. Sort of. I was paralyzed and there was a full pair. I came down to whether or not I got full para'd. If I didn't get hit by that full pair, I would have won. So, I made some bad 50s earlier in the game that messed me up. I'm just gonna lead off with my Ho-Oh. This is good against Darkrai, it's good against Genesect. The only thing I'm really forced to switch out against would be the Kyogre if he led. And I mean, Mewtwo could be threatening with Mega Mewtwo X. In Arceus, I just Sacred Fire. Depending what Arceus it is. So he just leads with this. We are free to Brave Bird. We have no reason not to Brave Bird. He just extreme speed sacking Genesect. It does give him a free switch into the Kyogre, which is cool. Or you can go out into that, and we have a Groudon, so I'm not afraid of that. And Groudon doesn't really do much to his team. So I'll happily go in here. I'm predicting the switch. I'm just going to go for my Stealth Rocks. I could EQ for damage, but I'm fine. As Rocks put a lot of pressure on him. And I'm free to go in my Palkia here. So I take the Water Spell fairly well. And I'm free to just T-Wave. Because he does have a pretty speedy team. Actually, that's weird. I'm free to just Thunder here. Gets off a nice chunk. He goes for his own Thunder. He could switch here pretty easily. He does not, so that's good. We get rid of this Kyogre. He could go out into the Xerneas. He just goes out in Mewtwo. I'm gonna T-Wave in case he tries to bulk up or Calm Mind. Because I actually outspeed him for some weird reason, which is cool. So I'm free to Foul Play with my Yveltal. He's 2 switch-ins being dark. He actually has 3 switch-ins because Arceus Electric's fine with taking it. So yeah, I'm just gonna Foul Play. I have no reason not to. As I knock him out, this guy does not want to switch. He gets a free switch into Xerneas or even Darkrai. Or even Arceus Electric. There we go. Again, I have a free switch into Groudon. He could go for Ice Beam, but that's fine. Because this guy does not learn, and I can go for EQ. He goes for Shadow Force, which is cool. It does nothing to me, and I get a huge chunk off to him. Expecting a switch, I'm just gonna go for Roar as he extreme speeds. Which is cool. I'm free to switch out into my Aegislash. He goes for Moonblast. I'm gonna go for Toxic in case he switches. He just Geomancies, which is fine. As I can proceed to just knock him out with the Gyro Ball this turn. And at this point, I just have to clean up. I'm going to switch out to this thing actually. Yes, he just goes for Shadow Ball. And this turn he'll probably go for the Sleep Talk. Or not the Sleep Talk, the Dark Void. So he goes for a Spaciouran. That's fine by me. Aiken Braver. Yeah, he just does not want a Dark Void for some weird reason. I could play around with Regenerator, but I have no reason to. I just force him, because staying in forces him to knock me out, or I knock him out. And I just click EQ and win with Groudon. As you can tell by how much I ate that, like, he was doing nothing to me. And, yeah, we are at 13:38. We got a solid 15 for that easy game. And on to the next one. Okay, we have a decent opponent here. I'm gonna lead off with my Groudon. He leads off with this. I'm gonna go out into my. I guess I'll go out into this. You can pull a double into either Landorus. Landorus would have the best doubles. Would be a good double switch. I'm gonna go for Toxic because I really doubt he'll stay in. Once I just get a Toxic off of Landorus. I have a pretty safe switch. Being my Fairy CS. Let's see, just U-turns, which is cool. He's probably not into Steel CS. That's cool. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp him. He Will-O-Wisp me, which is fine. As he's probably physical and I'm special. I'm free to switch out into my this as he just Will-O-Wisp again, predicting my switch. Sun dies down, which is unfortunate. But I'm still gonna go for Sacred Fire. Yeah, he can easily just go for the rock move. I'm free to switch out into my Groudon as I can go for my rocks. Which will be nice as he's a Lugia plus a Ho-Oh. And if he decides he wants to defog, then I get a free turn against the Steel CS. And soon he won't even have an answer to my Ho-Oh, which is very nice. Especially if I get rocks up. Groudon just destroys him, especially with Yveltal and back. So he pulls a double. This is fine by me. I'm gonna Stone Edge. I miss, unfortunately, as he Sacred Fires. He's not burned me, which is very good. I'm gonna go for Stone Edge once again. As he decides to switch out, as I miss another Stone Edge. I'm gonna go for my Stealth Rocks, because that will help so much. Because that ends Lugia, it's fine by me. I get my rocks up, plus 3 leftovers recovery. And I have this thing. And I can fire off a Toxic. He can switch out into Landorus. He has Earth Power, which is annoying. I'm just gonna King's Shield. There's more leftovers. Why? And now I suppose I'm free to switch out my Fairy CS. As I'm burned, he can't Toxic me. Now I can go for a recover. He switches out into this, but that is fine, as I get a free switch into my Ho-Oh. As he will probably just defog. As it stands, the biggest threat to my team is probably the Ho-Oh. Because he can potentially just wear down my switching. And once Arceus Steel goes down, he's in a lot of trouble. And I get to knock out Landorus here, which is cool. He does not get rocks up, which means he's going to continuously be forced to defog. I'm going to go out into my Groudon here. I really hope I don't get burned by a Sacred Fire. He just Brave Birds, which is good for me. I'm gonna go for my rock, expecting him to switch. It's a really bad play for him to stay in. He does just switch out, which is good for me. I'm expecting the fire move. I can switch out in my Ho-Oh. I'm in the sun. Sacred Fire is good damn. And he actually gets a high roll and knocks me out. That is very bad. And now I'm free to full double in my Groudon. That really sucks. I should have switched out. That was a bad play. And I can just fire off an Earthquake as he recovers, which is fine. As I get a free turn of leftovers, which is very nice. And back is a good amount of health, 73. Goes out in his Kyurem. That's cool. I'm going on my Fairy Seus. God, I have to be more careful with my Ho-Oh. I really do. I'm just gonna go for a recover. I'm gonna go for a judgment. It's risky. It's good to know that I do outspeed him. That means Polka outspeeds him, which is huge. I can just go out in my Yveltal. Which I'm glad I did, as I get burned. I'm gonna foul play. His defogger is gone, so his switches into Ho-Oh are limited. I can't fool around. I just have to go for Gyro Blocks. This Xerneas is a threat because there is a lot. This has taken a lot of damage. So that's good. I do knock out the Xerneas. He's down to 3 mons. I am up 5-3. He's a free switch into this again. I feel like this is just a good sack here. Like Voltol. See, he actually locks himself into EQ, so that's really good for me. Because I can fire off a foul play. I could potentially go for Roost, but I'm fine with just letting this die here and just. Um, he goes into Lugia, sacking it, which is good as it CG goes for Roost, outplaying me. I can go for a Roost myself. I figure Taunt plus Sucker Punch here. CG just knocks me out. That's cool. That's cool. I can go out into this. I'll fire off a Shadow Ball. Oh my lord, that knocks me out. That's bad. So I actually need to land this Thunder. Like, I absolutely just need to. As I missed the Thunder. Oh my god. Well, at least he dies to the Toxic. That sucks, though. So much unnecessary damage. I actually should outspeed him and just hit him with a Spatial Rend. And I do. And he's at 6%. The game's over. As Palkia actually just finishes it off. That's cool. We get a solid 24 points for that game. We are now at 1362. That's powerful. I think we're gonna hit 1400. I mean, I'm actually really tired of this team because I've had 2 failed recordings with this. Can't wait to go and play a new team. Cause like the way I make teams, I want robotic plays every model that comes in. Giratina O is powerful. It's like the best lead. I think it's the best lead in the game. I have too many things to kill it though. If he's killing Stone Edge, that's even more powerful. I'm gonna lead off with yeah, I have a Groudon. That sucks, but you can keep it. I just keep Groudon back for Blaziken, I guess. I feel like my best lead is this. Does he just ease off with his guy? Sacred Fire is a really safe play. It's like it's just 2 hits, and all I can do is get up rocks. As he sacks Seoxys, he get his rocks up. If he goes into Blaziken, I can assume he has Stone Edge. If he goes in Giratina, that's fine. Because I can just switch out into my Arceus Fairy. I can just defog. I have no reason not to defog. And he's probably going to be forced to switch out anyways into Lugia. And I have such a safe switch in, being my Aegislash. He's called Mining. I don't want to mess around, even though he has 2 steel types to switch into. Or 1 steel type, what am I saying? The Toxic is huge. Like, I just need to do that to, like, get rid of the huge threat here. Like, he's not doing anything to me. I just Shadow Ball plus King's Shield, and I'm pretty set. Actually, just gonna Shadow Ball again, in case he switches. Because he could easily predict a King's Shield, and like, I think I only take like 30 or 35 from this. There's no I'm gonna take more than 40. Is I get the special defense drop, it's good too. He goes for Roar, that's fine. I should be able to outspeed, as I actually don't, but I just knock Lugia out, which is cool. So you can probably switch out in Giratina. He goes on a Mawile. I'm just going to switch out into my... I need the Regenerator. I'm forced out into my Groudon. I take that pretty well. I'm free to EQ. Z could switch out in Giratina. That's fine. I get a free switch out into my Arceus Fairy. Is he switching on a Mamoswine? Since the ice move is probably what's coming, I can just switch out into this. And pull a double back into my Ho-Oh. I can just go for Brave Bird at that point. He switches in his Mawa, that's cool. I'm in the sun, so I can just go for Sacred Fire. And I just knock him out, which is very nice, very nice. Good on Giratina. Again, I have Fairy CS. I'm slightly afraid of the Blaziken, but I have such a huge advantage at this point, I don't even care. I see he just says GG. I see he forfeits. We are now to 1376. So we're 21 minutes in, and I want to do more, but I don't want to use this team. Like, I don't want to use this team anymore. So, I'm gonna end the episode here, but I'm gonna record the next episode right now, and I'll be using a different team. Because I'm just bored of using this team over and over. It's a fun team, don't get me wrong. It's one of my better teams. It's very solid. But I plan on using another team that I made a team showcase on. But I feel like it's a better way to further promote the teams I use in my team showcases. So I do really feel like Tank Weezing is just the team that I gotta use. I gotta use it, and it's fun. It does good on the ladder. It does decently good on the ladder. So that's really good. So we'll have Tank Weezing. Just Tank Weezing ladder. Why is this? Why is Tank Weezing not in the first slot? Tank Weezing has to be in the first slot. Why is he not there? Yeah, this team is powerful. This team is so powerful. We got 8 speed on Xerneas, you guys couldn't see. I'm very sorry. Yeah, so this team's just gonna be pulling through. I really like it. It's like a stally team, but it still ladders at a good speed. So, like, today, like, 20 minutes in 3 games. That's way too slow. That is way too slow. Like, this is a stall team, and it's probably gonna travel. It won't travel any slower than that. So guys, that's the video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.